Hi everyone, thanks so much for coming along to this, our 23rd weekly update for UK hubs and AAC and EC services. It's nice to see you back. We had a break, obviously, for the summer, and then we thought we'd give it a little while for people to get the Communication Matters conference out of the way as well. Welcome back, everyone. So these weekly updates happen every Thursday at 1 p.m. for approximately 30 minutes. We're going for the rest of the year, so why not add it to your diaries now? If you have any colleagues you'd like us to invite, either let your local account manager know or drop me a line, john.little@tobydynavox.com. What we tend to do is any little updates plus one in-depth topic per week with a guest speaker. And this week, we're delighted to have Alice Langley, who's going to be introducing us to the Boardmaker idea book. So my standard slide, I won't spend long on this, but all of our services are going on as normal in terms of order management support, etc. The account managers are fully on the road for face-to-face working, though we do have remote options if that's what people would prefer. We have COVID-19 precautions, including lateral flow testing for those going out to visit people. Your account managers are available to support your assessment work, your installation or user training, either face-to-face or remotely. And we can offer training to your local teams, either face-to-face or remotely. And we have a webinar program, which is available at that link, or go to our website and support and training and then see the live events there. I'll just get Alice to talk about some webinars that we've got coming up or events that we've got coming up. Are you happy just to jump in there, Alice?
Yeah, absolutely. So starting from Monday, we're doing a series of sessions that we're calling Tea with TD. The idea is that these sessions are going to be 20 minutes long, so nice and quick, hopefully enough time for you just to have a cup of tea. And they're going to be happening, as I said, 3 times a week, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 3:30. And we're going to be covering a range of topics, but the focus is going to be Boardmaker 7. So for the first week, which is starting on Monday, we're going to focus on supporting communication with Boardmaker 7. So what we'll do on day 1 is I'm just going to highlight a range of resources that are available around Boardmaker 7 and communication. Day 2 is going to be the technical skills. I'm going to show you how to create activities for supporting communication. And then on day 3, we're going to look at implementation ideas. So how do we actually use this within the classroom to support our students or in different settings as well. And actually next week, we'll have a guest speaker from a centre who's going to talk about how they use Boardmaker 7 to create communication books. So you can use the QR code here to sign up. I'll put a link in the chat as well, if you prefer that. And we'd love to see you there. So yeah, starting on Monday.
Great stuff. Thanks, Alice.
No problem.
I don't know if Charlotte's joined the call yet, but I just wanted to take this time to introduce you to Charlotte. So Charlotte has joined us as our new product specialist. She's going to be based in the Sheffield office and supporting Catherine with the stuff that goes on there, with supporting your sort of sales queries, receiving orders, etc. But Charlotte will also have a specialist role in Boardmaker, which is obviously relevant to what we're talking about today, hence the product specialist title. Her email's there, and you can get it on the normal office number. And we're really excited to have Charlotte in the team. Are you on the call, Charlotte? Do you want to say hi quickly?
Yeah, I am here, John. Hello. Hi, everybody. Yes, so I am new in the role of product specialist. Started about 6-7 weeks ago, but really jumping in and very passionate about Boardmaker and education. So very much looking forward to, I'm sure, speaking with more of you and helping out where I can.
I see you've been already creating some resources and putting them in the community. Is that right, Charlotte?
Yeah, yes, I did. I did quite a few for the Paralympics as well, and I'm a big fan of Halloween, so I'm going to start some Halloween ones soon.
Excellent.
So
there's no better way of getting to know the product, is there, than actually getting?
No, exactly.
Excellent. Okay, so welcome to Charlotte. Some news. The first one, please don't panic about this one. This is kind of old news, but it's making something we already know official. And that is that we're going to stop selling the 9.7-inch version of the speech case. So this is the one which was effectively replaced last year by the 10.2 version of the speech case. So in no way are we stopping the speech case. It's just that we had the stocks that supported the smaller 9.7-inch iPad that probably models up to 2017. And then of 2018 and beyond, we moved to a 10.2-inch iPad. So we had to bring out a new model of the speech case. So the older model, only the old model, is being discontinued. So we will stop sales of this as of October 22nd. We won't be able to sell it anymore, but we will be able to offer technical support and repair services to the best of our ability. So we'll continue to honour any standard or current warranties and support arrangements, and technical support and repair services will be available until October the 22nd, 2023, or 2 years after the device was originally purchased, whatever comes first. But just to highlight, and this is important, this is for the older 9.7-inch iPad, speech case only. The replacement product is, of course, the speech case 10.2, which was launched in 2020 and is incompatible with current iPad 10.2-inch models. So we've definitely still got the speech case. Don't come away from this call thinking that we discontinued the speech case. We've definitely got the speech case 2, which fits the 10.2-inch current models of iPad. Another discontinuation of a product that you may have heard about, because it was back in July we announced this. So we've announced the end of sale for the Eyemobile Plus eye tracking bracket in Europe and the rest of the world. And as of September 29th, which is 6 days, we'll no longer be able to sell that. So if there are customers that you still want an Eyemobile Plus for, do put your orders in now and we'll be able to honour those orders. So as a reminder, the Eyemobile Plus was the bracket that fitted around a tablet such as a Microsoft Surface. It had the eye tracker, which was the older generation IS4 eye tracker, which didn't work outdoors. But on the back, it had things like battery, amplified speakers, infrared transmitter, and switch sockets. So as before, we will continue to provide technical support and repair services to the best of our ability. We'll continue to honour any standard or current warranties or support agreements. Technical support and repair services will be available until September 29th, 2026, or 5 years after the device was originally purchased, whichever comes first. Once our parts supplies diminish, replacement options will be handled on a case-by-case basis. So in terms of options to as alternatives to the Eyemobile Plus, one thing to consider is the combination of the PCI, which is the peripheral eye tracker, with the latest generation of eye tracking, the IS5 TD, which obviously works outside, and then combining that with a Microsoft Surface tablet and then the PCI bracket, which is a bracket which would hold the device together with the eye tracker, give you a kickstand for using it on a desk or a table, and also have a Ray adapter or daisy mounting plate on the back for attaching to floor stands and wheelchair mounts. The difference between this and the Eyemobile Plus is that it won't have the amplified speakers and it won't have the switch sockets. Also, if you're interested in environmental control through infrared, you are able to combine that package there with the Surface tablet and the PCI with our peripheral infrared transmitter, which is called the IR transmitter, and that's available for £199. So as a package, it is a good value for money at £2,398. Which will give you effectively the functionality you would have had with the Eyemobile Plus, but without the amplification and the infrared. And obviously you can add the infrared with that dongle there. Of course, the other alternative to the Eyemobile Plus is the I series, either the i13 or the i16, which obviously represents a true purpose-built, great communication device. It's fast, light, loud. It's robust, surviving drop tests. It gives you protection against dust and moisture with an IP54 ingress protection rating. It's got innovative features like adaptive buttons, off-screen buttons that can be activated with your eyes, or the partner communication window on the back. The eye tracker is fully integrated, so no loose wires that, if you're in a school environment and a kid might tug on them or what have you. And then it's got our latest generation of eye tracker, like the PCI, the IS5 TD, which supports outdoor eye tracking. And of course, a great thing about the I series is you've got worry-free ownership for the first 3 years, extendable to 5 years, where it will, any damage to the machine, if you manage to break the screen or anything like that, it will be repaired on a limited number of times without question, and at no extra charge to you. And that's with our TD care package, which is included in the price. So the Eyemobile Plus is gone, but you have the option of the PCI with bracket and surface, or the I series. Small piece of news as well, and we'll probably spend more time on this on another session, but you might have noticed if you're running an I series device or have a PCI, that your update notifier will have also installed an extra piece of software called TD Switcher. So the Switcher app is an off-screen, gaze-friendly way of switching between either Tobii software or any running software on your device. So basically, once you've got this Switcher app, it will allow you to switch between, say, Control and your communication software, or between a Word document or a PowerPoint document, etc. So it's available through the off-screen menu in Control, and you can select from your running applications in the top 2 rows here, or you have pinned applications, which are by default the Tobii Dynavox programs, or you can choose to pin your favorite programs down there. So look, let's say you're using Magic Eye Effects or Look to Learn, you could pin those down at the bottom, so they will always be available to be called up, and you use this pencil up at the top here to customize the dock for your favorite programs. So that's TD Switcher. Just want to tell you about next week's update session. Next week, we're going to have Debbie, who's going to go through the hardware range. We just thought it would be useful to do a refresher because of various changes and things being discontinued, such as not having an Indie anymore, and also the Eyemobile Plus going. So we're just going to go through a reminder of the various hardware options out there. But on to this week's session, which is Alice, who is going to introduce us to the Boardmaker idea book. Do you want to take control of the screen, Alice?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you very much, John. Right, let me just get the right slide up. There we go. First of all, apologies if you do hear my dog. The neighbours have decided to put their bins out, and it always sets him off. So I'll try my best to keep him calm. But yeah, apologies. So yeah, thank you for everybody that's joined today. It's nice to be back at these sessions. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Alice Langley, and I'm the Training and Education Manager here at Tobii Dynavox UK. And today we're going to look at the Boardmaker Ideas book. So what is the Boardmaker Ideas book? So this is a collection of ideas and activities that Boardmaker users from around the world have created. So what we've done is we've kind of put them all together in this nice handy book, and it's going to talk about activities that people have made, who they're appropriate for, how they've made them, what resources they've used, and kind of implementation ideas as well. So we've got loads and loads of really great ideas in there. So this one's a lovely one about how to say hello. We've got things like behavior charts in there. And then kind of games. So there's a whole kind of variety of different activities. The idea is that we want to kind of give people inspiration of how to use Boardmaker. So it might be that it's somebody that's new to Boardmaker, that maybe has never used it before, and just wants to get a bit of an idea of different things that you could do with it. It may be that you've used Boardmaker for years, but you've only ever really done, I don't know, communication support, and you want to kind of broaden your horizons a little bit. So the idea really is that it's just going to give you a bit of a taste of the different things that are available within to create within Boardmaker. So the first thing I'm going to do is just show you how to find it. It's free for everybody. So you just need to go to our website. And then once you're on that website, you're going to select on the product tab up at the top. And then you will get this kind of drop down menu here, where you can see we've got 3 different options. So you can look at apps and software, accessories, and then we've got this new section, as I say, it's been added fairly recently. And at the bottom, and it's all about low-tech AAC. And at the bottom there, you'll see the Boardmaker Idea book. Once you click on there, you will have an option to download it. And as I say, anybody can access this. It's free for anybody. So if you know anybody that you think would benefit from this, then please do feel free to either download it and add it to an email, or maybe just send them the link and to be able to access it themselves. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and show you a little bit about how that works. That seems to have stopped screen sharing. Apologies. Let me just do that again. How do I'm working a little bit differently today. I think that might be why it's okay. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm just going to come into this one. Okay, so again, I've gone into products, low tech AAC, and then the idea book, and then I've downloaded it. And let me open it up here. Here we go. So
I don't know if everyone else is seeing the right screen.
Can you see the idea book?
No, I can just see Peter and people like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know quite what's going on. Let me stop the share and try again. Sorry about that. Don't know how to.
Can you share your whole screen or?
Just screen, yeah, that might work. Now, can you see it?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So there's a little introduction that just talks about what the idea book is. It gives you some tips like going to the community and a couple of other things. And because this is a PDF, the links are clickable, so you can go straight into there. So it also links you into the Learning Hub. So if you haven't already visited the Learning Hub, it's a great resource. It's got loads and loads of on-demand training. So loads of Boardmaker specific stuff, but also AAC resources as well. And then for each activity, it will tell you what the activity is, a little bit about it. So for this one, for example, it's a poster with ideas for socially distanced greetings. It'll give you kind of an age guide. So this one says it could be for anyone. A little bit as to why it's been created. So this one's saying that the poster supports students and staff with various options for greeting and without touching. It tells you about how they've used it. So here, they'll display it in the classrooms. And then under the Make It section, it'll tell you what they've used. So here they've just done it from a blank canvas. How long it took them. So in this instance, 15 minutes. And then you'll have a link to that activity. So if there's an activity that you love and that you want to use yourself, or maybe you want to go and edit it, the link here will just take you straight to that activity in the community. It'll give you some nice tips and then talk a little bit about the person that created that. So there's some really, really nice ideas here. And there's just a couple that I want to highlight. Let me just come down a little bit. So this one, for example, is a foldable task list. And I quite like this one. And in some of them, this, for example, is given a little video that basically shows how it works. So again, you could just click on those links, and this links to a little Instagram post that shows how they've put that together and how it works. You'll notice some of these are in different languages, but we've got all the instructions and everything in English, but we wanted to encourage people from around the world. So, oops, come back to this. Oh, it started right at the top again. Let me scroll through. So yeah, definitely worth kind of checking out these. It'll give you, as I said, a really good idea of different activities that have been used, how they use. This one you can see has been used on an interactive whiteboard, which is really, really nice. Okay, so I think that's everything. Down at the bottom, you'll get a nice little, sorry, it's probably making me feel a bit seasick. Oh, this is another one that I wanted to point out. I don't know if you guys have seen this on social media, but it got quite a lot of attention. So this was somebody that had made a spinning core board. So a movable spinning core board from the Go Communication. She made it out of pipe, PVC pipe, pool noodles, and a core poster. And she made this because it helps the students to experience core through play, allows adults to model and the ability to mask options to focus on a set of core words. So it's a really nice kind of low-tech way of doing that hiding that we might do in like Snap Core First. So if you want to just work on a specific set of core words with one child, we can just spin those other ones around so that we've instantly hidden them. And then maybe if you want to bring them back, we can just spin them back around again. So really, really nice creative ideas in there.
Alice, that looks brilliant. You see where it says to see it in action, click
Yeah,
here.
do you want to see? So what she does?
Yeah, that looks nice. What I was wondering is whether it allows you to hide them. I was wondering if it does the various verb forms and stuff like that. I don't know.
I don't think so. She may have, not from what I can remember. So here she's gonna, I think she just shows you how to make it. Let me just see. So yeah, she basically shows you how to make it. It takes a whole load of credit. I mean, I wouldn't have thought of this. But if I just skip through a little bit, you should be able to see it in action. So she actually tells you all of the different bits that you need. And it's kind of cool because it's not using anything particularly high tech. This is pretty much all stuff that you could get from Amazon, or you know, the pipes and stuff are probably from like B&Q or somewhere like that. So yeah. So yeah, that's that. I really like that one. It's cool. A great one. Yeah, it's really, really cool. Okay, let's just try and scoot down a little bit. Again, I'll try not to make it too sick. Gives you a bit of information about the creators, and if you want to check out some of their social medias, so some of them have got some really great stuff on their like Instagram and stuff like that. And then at the bottom, it gives you some nice links to learning. So here you'll get that link to the Learning Hub that I was talking about, a little bit about accessing Boardmaker 7 and things like quick guides and stuff like that. So a really, really useful resource, really. And I hope that you guys enjoy having a look at it. It's something that we want to continue to create. So if you think you've got some really awesome ideas that you'd like to share with other people, please do drop me an email. And what we're doing is we're kind of collecting more ideas for the next edition of the idea book. So hopefully this is going to be something that we'll be doing. I think at least once a year, but maybe a couple of times a year, we'll publish a new version with some renewed ideas on there. So if you would like to get involved, please do let me know. Just before we finish up, I wanted, while we were here, to show you a couple of the other things under this low-tech AAC tab, which I thought might be quite useful. So if we go to the communication book section here, you've got a free printable versions of our communication books that are tabbed books. And I'll show you what it looks like. So you'll get some instructions, and basically it's a really, really great resource as a kind of low-tech backup, or maybe as a robust low-tech AAC solution for anybody using core vocabulary. So you'll see here that basically we've got all of the kind of different pages available here that you can print off. Of course, if you do have a Boardmaker 7 subscription, you could actually use the template that's available and edit this. But if you don't have access to that, then this is just a nice quick printable version. We've also included some topic pages as well. So you can access that there. There are two versions available. You've got the 6x6 size and the 7x9 size. So depending on what would be kind of most suitable for whoever you're working with. The next thing that I wanted to talk about was activities to go. So these are some really great free printable activities. And these are aimed to support participation within the classroom. So for those, again, that have got access to Boardmaker 7, you'll have access to the full 40 units. But here, we're going to be giving you access to 5 free units that anybody can access. So regardless of whether you've got Boardmaker 7 or not, we will be giving you 5 different units that you can download. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. Sorry, I think it opened up on here instead. this up. So activities to go is a whole bunch of different activities around specific topics. So this one's about back to school. So you'll have things like these main activities. So there'll be a hidden picture, some vocabulary, a book, some matching activities and so on. We'll also put some additional supports in there, like behaviour supports and some speech and language activities. And we've differentiated them to 3 different levels. So there'll be level A's for your kind of more emergent learners, and then each level will kind of step up from there. It includes things like learning tips and communication tips, which is really useful for implementation in the class. And then you'll have all of these activities here that you'll then be able to just print off and use. So I thought it was worth kind of just mentioning that. So that was, as I said, under the low tech section and activities to go. What you will notice is that every kind of month or so, we will update what the free units are. So it's worth kind of coming back if you've not had a look for a while, or if you know somebody that's using them. What we'll do is we'll kind of update them according to the kind of current time of year, season, that kind of thing. So at the moment, it's about kind of back to school, and then we've got Halloween. But then coming up, we might have stuff around Christmas and stuff like that. So definitely worth checking that out. Next thing I wanted to touch on was the celebrations content. So what we've done here is we've got a whole bunch of activities. So basically every month, we're going to put together a book, a board game, and a craft that's kind of seasonal or kind of relates to something that's happening that month. And again, these are all free that anybody can download. So again, the September ones are about autumn. So there's a free book, a board game, and a craft. But of course, you can go and backdate and have a look at previous ones as well. And again, we'll update those each month. So those are, again, some nice free activities that anybody can go and download. And then, oh, and that's it. I've put the ideas book. So yeah, that's everything. I hope you found that useful. Just a nice kind of quick, easy one today. But if you do want to kind of find out more about some of these resources, please do come along to our Tea with TD sessions on Monday, and when we're going to kind of dig into a couple of these things a little bit more. But as ever, if you've got any questions about anything that I've talked about today, please do feel free to reach out. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Alice. That was excellent. One thing that the Boardmaker idea book has kind of reminded me and inspired me of is the fact that there are lots of people out there who are using Boardmaker and using it in great innovative ways. And it just reminded me about the power and importance of the Boardmaker community resources.
Yeah.
How many, you were telling me yesterday, how many resources are on the Boardmaker community?
As from yesterday, it's 104,000 and something.
Yeah, so there's going to be some good stuff. Whatever you're about to design, it's always worth looking and seeing what other people have done there as well for some great ideas and things not to do as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
it's
because Boardmaker is such an awesome piece of software, but it's so vast, and I think sometimes you can get a bit lost in it. Kind of deciding what to do and how you can do things. So I think one of the best ways of doing it is kind of just taking inspiration from other people. I think this is kind of where the idea book kind of came from. We wanted to give that kind of ideas for people, really.
Great stuff. Thanks. I'll bring the recording to a close now. If anyone has any questions, Alice and I will stay on for a minute or two afterwards.